So we're continuing on with Jack Kirby's Fourth World, and this is Mr. Miracle number 2. What is a follower? Ever wear arrow discs? Who is Overlord? Just a few questions on his road to sudden death. Electric tension means Mr. Miracle. Super escape artist. Your time has run out. It's too late to escape. I can't save you, Mr. Miracle. Also meet Granny Goodness. She reaches out of this world to make deadly little things like the X-Pit. So this is the first appearance of Granny Goodness. I am Overlord. Come along, Oberon. Bring that limb. I create, I destroy. This is it, all right? This left arm completes our pseudo-unit. The factory people came through on time. What's next, Scot-free? Now I destroy. Next we enter the test shack and assemble the unit. Scot-free dies. Do you expect this spook to really work? You bet. Overlord in readiness to kill. But you really must stop calling him a spook. Shades of Frankenstein, what else could it be? It looks like Mr. Miracle, but you talk about it, acting like him. Closing on victim. Yes, it will. My people refer to this kind of unit as a follower, a sort of test figure. Your people, whoever they are, play with strange toys, adjusting sights. A follower is not a toy. He is, in truth, an extension of yourself. Like a mirror image, he does exactly what you do. Good Lord, you made it come to life. Range of fire unlimited. I need the follower in this experiment. We're working with a volatile explosive. Tighten the straitjacket on the follower, then tie mine. This is madness, Scott. There is no way to time this kind of escape. Overlord awaits command. This is not the key here. Movement is the wrong... This is not the key here. Movement is... The wrong move could jolt a blast. By duplicating my movements, the follower will tell me how well I'm doing. At least he'll take most of the blast, and on this shaky setup, it's a sure thing. Overlord, or strike Overlord. Obey. So there is Overlord. Death lashes out for Mr. Miracle, super escape artist. But it is not the end, friend. What lies ahead is even more to be dreaded. A living death, a trap sprung by a mind not of this earth, the terrible, inescapable X-Pit. Also, to know her is to hate her, Granny Goodness. Explosion, shock, flame, then the panic of aftermath. Oberon, stay back, stay back. Scott, thank heaven you're alive. I told you what you were trying was suicidal. The fire is spreading. Got to control it before it reaches him. The extinguisher is doing its job, but the smoke and heat, they're affecting my eyes. Scott, where are you? Here, my worrisome friend. I'm still agile enough to escape from this straitjacket. Talk about miracles. I expected to find you fatally injured or overcome by the smoke. I kept my nose close to the ground always. A little air there. As for injuries, it was Mother Box who absorbed the blast shock for me. And now she is silent. It wasn't explained, I haven't explained Mother Box to you, Oberon, but she is dear to me, and I must help her. You mean that thing is alive? In a way, she is, but now she's hurt, weak. I must pour out my love, my belief, to make her respond. By Jupiter, it's making a pinging sound. Ping, ping, ping. You claim to come from an orphanage, Scott, but it must be an incredible place. One day you shall know more. Right now we've revived Mother Box, but the follower seems beyond hope. There wasn't enough explosive to cause all that. I'll have to re-examine the project. Meanwhile, we could try this new one. What? Another? You'll have to revive me next. Meanwhile, not far from the scene, a bizarre tableau is formed in an old mansion. Granny Goodness. Granny communicates with Overlord, boys. Granny must read his words. Result negative, victim lives. Overlord couldn't kill scot-free, Granny. Will you punish Overlord? No, because Overlord has made up for his failures. He has special gifts. Overlord is Granny's pet. She keeps him in a warm, safe vault. Yes, and we talk by videophone. He's too precious to be exposed to the real world. He needs no discipline, like my pouting, jealous soldier boys. Overlord is also creative. He makes things for Granny Goodness. Whack, whack. That's why Granny asked him to build the X-Pit. She has lost all patience with rebellious boys. Granny Goodness wants to kill Scott Free. He was the first to run away from her institution. But we know where he is now, don't we? Get him. Get Scott Free. Bring him to Granny or take his place in the X-Pit. At that moment in his test shack, Scott tries another dangerous escape stunt. Having inherited this escape act from the original Mr. Miracle, I must constantly devise newer and more exciting improvisation. Had he lived to see the things you are attempting, Thaddeus Brown would have gone into some other business. I know, I was his assistant. I've set the automatic timer. You've got only seconds before those spears fly. Roger, Oberon, I'm working on it. Spow! I can't look, but I think you made it. By a mere whisker, Oberon. I'd have to do better. Puck, puck, puck. Mother Box helped me calculate my movements, but she's still pretty weak. They have strange mothers where you come from. Level with me, boy. You're not from any place I ever heard of, are you? No, Oberon, I came here through a boom tube. A boom tube, no less. Is that like one of them flying saucer things? It's not like that. But it can be a way of escape, and I took it. I had to survive as an individual, as myself. There's a haunting look of fear in your eyes, and pain. Say no more. I know you as a brave and sincere young friend. Thank you, Oberon. You're a big man, the kind one looks up to. Well, you might take a break and check on the Mr. Miracle costume. Fine. I hope the alterations are correct. And we'll see where it goes in part 2.